Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. Goodness gracious, a brand new day. The sun continues to shine, the world continues to spin about its axis, and the sun continues to travel in its long, so stately path around the center of the galaxy. The galaxy itself is being pulled in many different directions. We're traveling like 8 different directions at once at incredible speeds. We are ghosts inhabiting a meat cockpit inside of a bone mech that is powered by powered by meat armor. We are magic. We are amazing. Welcome to the day. Also, yesterday I talked about how my voice box is like just a mess because of the pollen. There are people in comments and various things that have said, I wouldn't even have noticed if you hadn't mentioned it. I imagine it doesn't sound as bad to the rest of the world as it does to me. But remember, the voice you hear when you talk is not the voice that everyone else hears. You're closer. It's right here. You've got bone conduction. Your bones are vibrating every time you talk. So that makes your voice sound different to you. You have water conduction. You're a lot of water. Water travels differently through water than it does in air. You sound different to yourself because of those two things right there that no one else has. So yeah, my voice sounds horrific to me. I imagine it's probably about 25% terrible to maybe everyone else if you even pay attention enough to notice. One of the things that's I have as an issue is normally people don't notice a lot of things that are different or change or odd things like that. One of the things that can happen depending on where you are on the spectrum is you do focus in on stuff like that, and I focus in on stuff like that. Now normally when your friend comes in and you look at your friend, you see friend, and that's fine. When I look over and I see friend, I immediately look and then hit whap, whap, whap. All of those things that don't look right immediately shine like spotlights. So yeah, to me, every time you've got a thing, you go, gosh, I wonder if anyone will notice it. Yeah, I do. I wish I didn't. Most people don't. I sure do. Yay. So yeah, I really focus in on stuff like this. So it sounds terrible to me, but that's life is life. Plus, I'm still trying to make my voice as good as I can for the morning time. I can't shake the stuff off my voice box. I don't even know why I'm coughing. But I can't even remember what I was saying because I went and distracted myself there, which is something that was amazing last night. The difference between the ADHD med me and the non-ADHD med me is amazing. Like when I'm out walking. Last night when I went walkies, I took my meds late. I kept getting distracted. I took my first pill at 5:30, my next one at 6:30. I took my third one, my 10 milligram tablet at 11. I didn't remember until 3:30 for the next one. So I took the next one at 6:15 something, and then I took the next one at 7:30. So it was late. But when I was out walking, the difference is, on non-ADHD meds, I might have the same subject that I go over 5, 6, 7, 8 times when I'm not on medication. Because I think about it, I forget it. I get distracted, gone. Last night, because I was taking stuff so late when I went out on walkies finally, I was thinking about stuff, Cosmic Horror Pantheon stuff. And then I kept getting distracted and then just coming back to it. Which amazed me right there, because normally it's like, what? Come back and it's gone. This time it's what? Oh yeah, and then pick up where I left off. Then I got to the store. Now when you walk through doors, there is something about the human mind in doorways. When you walk through a door, it does a partial reset on your memory. You forget everything that you've been thinking of. Physical doors, even virtual doors. If you go through a virtual door in a game, it does something up here, and you will forget. I went to Safeway last night. I was still thinking of these cosmic horror things. Walked into the store, continued thinking about it. Continued distractions where things where I would stop and go, oh yeah, and then just pick up immediately. When I went to check out, there was like a 5 to 7 minute period where I didn't think about it at all. Gone. It was out of my mind entirely. And then the moment I walked out the door of the store, I just immediately thought to myself, all right, now let's pick up where I left off. And I did. This is the difference with ADHD and non-ADHD situations for me. I mean, I'm always ADHD, but medicated or non-medicated. When I'm non-medicated, everything's gone. When I'm medicated, my brain works. I can remember things, so I can think. Now, some of the stuff I was thinking of is stuff that I'm just keeping fresh in my memory so that I can remember it, so that when I finally do my video series on the Cosmic Horror Pantheon, that I've got it all still fresh. So, thumbs up on that. And it's just amazing being able to think and remember. Being able to focus and concentrate. Not just hyper-focusing like I do when I'm non-medicated and I can play a video game with bright noises and loud sounds. Not just that. But just regular thinking, regular concentrating, normality. It's so nice. Yes, I need to do things with it. Last night I was thinking to myself how I need to bring along something that I can talk into. I have a phone. I got a cheap flip phone, and that's all it is. It's just a flip phone. It's not even a smartphone. It's just a flip phone. If you take video with it, you can't even save the video. You have to immediately email or send it to somebody else on the Verizon network, or it doesn't record. But that's all I use a phone for. I don't want an expensive phone with a lot of functions that I'm never going to use. So I just need something that I can record my thoughts on as I go walking. I have been thinking, because I have this as a video recorder, and I take this out. This is what I use when I take my walkies videos. I flip this out. That opens up, you can see and hear, it plays back, and so it's a nice little video camera thing. What I have been thinking of doing is taking this with me all the time. And then when I have a thought, just turn it on, record, and then turn it off. And then when I get back, I don't have to take the card out and put it into the computer. I just have to flip this out, play the video file, and then go, oh, that's what I was thinking of. And then immediately write it down into a text file here, and then go from there. It's everything I've got. I just need to carry this stuff with me. That's the hard part. Making habits that I don't have yet and have never been able to make. 58 years of my life, I've never been able to make work or study or living habits because I've never been able to remember. So yeah, I need to start doing that because I need to make my phone calls. I need to start going extra walkies. I need to bring my weight down so that I can bring my blood pressure down because it does go up a little bit with the Ritalin. And the thing is, remember, I've worked healthcare for 15 years before I got taken out of the workforce by my back injuries. I've worked in healthcare 15 years. My last year of it, I was on light duty and worked just in the dining room. But of those 14 years, 13 of them, I worked in long-term care / geriatric care. People that when they left the facility is either a short visit or in a body bag. They were there forever. I've dealt with people that have had strokes. It's terrifying. It's horrifying. It is awful. It damages your personality. It damages your ability to see and function with the world. It takes away part of your body. I don't want half of my body to stop working. And especially, I have issues right now because I severed the nerve here years back. And so I have scar tissue on my nerve, and it does not work well. I have sometimes mild anxiety because of what's going on with this arm. I cannot imagine the anxiety and the terror I would feel if half of it, my body just didn't work. And the thing is, when you don't use something, I'm having to constantly stretch out the muscles just from the scar tissue here. Because if you don't use your muscle, it tightens up, it contracts, it pulls in like this, hard, your entire arm, until it's just curled in like this. I don't want half of my body to be like this, and half of my personality and brain damaged because I bled out because my blood pressure was too high. So yeah, I'm worried about my blood pressure. I will do almost anything possible to keep taking this med just because it's so good being normal. But I can't have a stroke. Oh my God. I would hate to be one of those people that ends up with a stroke and then aphasic. Can't talk. And you can't understand what other people are saying. Oh, I'm a talker. I'm a reader. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best to bring my blood pressure down. So I'm working on my weight, which means I gotta go walkies twice a day, not just once. I have a very reactive system, thank goodness. I walk 4 to 6 miles in a bunch every single day. Because of that, my pulse, my blood pressure is good going up, the blood pressure, but my pulse, I took my pulse last night while I was walking quickly. And my pulse was still lower than it had been when I was an active alcoholic sitting at rest. Because when I was an active alcoholic, I had a pulse for around 90 to 100, which is still high, but it's in the normal range. It must have been like 70 something last night while I was out exercising. All I'm doing is walking. But my system is healthy because of that. I just got to do that with my weight now. Bring my blood pressure back down. What else do I have here? Oh yes, because of my allergies and the fact that I cough so much, there's something called the pass out game, which is dangerous, where you hold your breath, someone squeezes your chest, you'll pass out. I did that myself as a kid. People are, of course, still doing that now. Kids do that because they're kids, not because of the internet. We did it when I was a kid, and I was a kid in the 60s and 70s. And we did it then. I don't know what the mechanism is, but it's dangerous. You can die, you can have a stroke, heart attack, and stuff. Lately, because of my allergies, when I'm coughing hard, I get that same effect. I get really lightheaded, and my vision starts getting fuzzy and blurry, and it's like, woo, just as if I had... Because this sometimes happens when I'm taking oil dabs. I will hold my breath and then end up holding my breath so long that even though I stop and start breathing, my vision is almost completely blurred out. All I can hear is like, ooh, wang, a wang, a wang, a wang in my ears. And when I finally come back to consciousness, it's like I was this close to passing out and falling over. So, oy vey. Be careful. Don't play the pass out game. Don't do that pass out challenge. And especially, I didn't know this, but I just found out, you know those bottles of Visine where you put the drops you put the drops in your eyes? They're really good for your eyes. They're excellent for your eyes. Keep using that. Don't put it in people's drinks. People die just from having droplets of Visine put into drinks and they drink it. It's made for your eyes. Is not made for the rest of you. So please don't do that and be careful. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I do. Answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow. But until then, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I am an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, mostly treated ADHD, grief, mourning, and a whole lot more, I am getting better, especially with meds, but I still have issues. So we have AIRARRET, thumbs up and thank you. DVR03, thumbs up and thank you. Oh, good lord. Nando Rice Cheruti, thumbs up and thank you. Funny Man, thumbs up. Robert Lewis, greatly appreciated. And then we have Ricky Bettini, greatly appreciated. Brano, thumbs up and thank you. Andrew Withers, thumbs up. I'm Trippington 500 MGO. I'm tripping on 500 milligrams of DXM. Oh my fucking god. Thumbs up and thank you for the comment. That was a heck of a username. Oh, my eyes are watering because my throat hurts. DEBSEDJAR. Whoa, I ruined that name. Thank you very much. Robert B, greatly appreciated. MAROUAN OUMAIMA, thumbs up and thank you. Potato Tron, good to see you. Jamie's Division, thumbs up and thank you, good to see you as well. Colin Reisenauer, thumbs up. Ice Damon, who also is suffering from their voice being destroyed by the pollen. And that is it. Looks like we had like 15 maybe, or 14 or... Thank you, each and every one of you, for having left me a comment. It is appreciated. You get me out of my head and into the world and dealing with real people, if only in text. Thumbs up for that. And if you could check out the various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out financially without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. If you'd like to help me out without sending money at all, I have an Amazon wishlist link as well, where hopefully I've got things like hamster food and hamster bedding and cat food and their shoes, Reptisand. If you could check it out, that would be very, very cool. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. A definite thumbs up. And if you hear coughing and hacking outside, my housemates are up, so thumbs up. And of course, if you'd hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very, very cool. Now, for those of you who listen, my voice is awful. I do apologize. Hopefully the pollen will get better here very, very soon. But thank you, each and every one of you. It is awesome, and it is appreciated to no end. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Each and every person that helps me out, that watches, that contributes, that just likes and thumbs up. Thank you for watching, is what I'm trying to say. So, hokey smokes. Hopefully my voice box is going to get better. Hopefully my lungs are going to get even clearer. I feel great, so it's not an issue. So, thumbs up on that. So, until this is all over, please try not to go out where there are too many unvaccinated people. If you are vaccinated, I am suffering from allergies, but I haven't had a cold in over a year. So I'm going to continue wearing my mask when I go out. I'm going to continue social distancing. I'm going to continue washing my hands, trying not to touch my face. Until this is all over, please try and be safe and do much the same. Get vaccinated if you can. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a definite thumbs up. Okay, boof, up under the shore. What the heck is some of this stuff?